Well, hello everyone, welcome to another packing video. I'm going to pack a Nintendo Switch game. And at first I was going to pack it and do a little bubble ball and put that into a bubble mailer, and that would have been fine. But I was like, you know what, these little 644 boxes are super cheap. And you can still ship it at 4 ounces. So I talked myself into using a box. Okay. Okay, we have a multi-item order here. Some dry shampoo and those bottles back there, cans back there, and then some hair dye. Now the shampoo is flammable, so it needs to go ground transport. So I'm going to make sure whenever I buy the label that it gets one of those G labels. Oh no, not a G label. We want the label to be an H label. That's what we want. I'm doing box in box on these. Load that box into here. Put those hair dyes on top. Size it down. And that'll be a wrap. Okay, probably end up putting these in here on edge. Put these in something. Bag or something. Let's see. I'll do one of these. And we'll just fill around the top with a little paper, and that'll be a wrap. Okay, we have a couple of Paca Paca Lots, ninjas on toilets. Can't believe that's something I say now. We will see. Like, we sold a few lots. My box, oh God, it's not going good. Okay. We sold a few of these lots, but man, we've got a lot of these things listed. Like, usually I would say that one small seller injecting like 400 of a thing into the market won't really be noticed that much, but in a market as small as Paca Paca probably is, we may be temporarily flooding that market with that many pieces. Okay, yeah, that's done. All right, some more Paca Paca order. Let's see. And another Paca Paca. I can see those starting to sell. We definitely saw sales history on eBay, but it's always kind of weird when, like, neither one of us had ever heard of these things before. So I'm not really sure they sell until they actually sell. All right, that one's done. Okay, so weirdest thing ever. For some reason, I kept telling myself I didn't put a thank you card in here. And I checked, and I did. But the reason I made myself check is because the name wasn't right. It's supposed to be Andrea. That was odd. It kept on playing at the back of my mind. I was like, wait, that name isn't right. Oh boy, I'm glad I checked. I don't want somebody to open it up and see like they're not their correct name on the thank you card. All right, now it's done. All right, we're going to pack up this Cadillac Generations micro machines. And I didn't even check it. Yeah, okay, that is the right size. Didn't even check it because I remember did this exact same pack at least once or twice already. That same size Micro Machines card. Alright, I already had this 864 box built up, so I might as well use it. Picked up this SnapOn hat at a garage sale this past weekend for 50 cents. Hats are great little, I mean, they're not awesome. They do take a while to sell, but you can get them cheap. And you see them everywhere. So it's really hard not to at least buy some hats. Okay, we're shipping this acrylic tray. And I'm actually tempting fate. And the reason I am, because I still feel like this box will do fine. Okay, I'll go ahead and reuse my bubble wrap even. And yes, this is the box and packing from Lego set. But it was just the exact right size to pack this. A little more paper. All right, we sold this Incredible Hulk pre-production art thing from a newspaper in the early 80s. That's when that's from. These really do make flat packs like this so much easier. All right, we sold some spark plugs. And use one of the 644 boxes. Okay, sold a Zelda Breath of the Wild for Switch. And so that was the question we were confronted with the other day at a garage sale. Is that we could buy about $60 in product for $25. And after I thought about it for about 3 seconds, I was like, okay, of course we will. Of course we will. It's super fast to list. Doesn't take up hardly any storage, and even if it did, it sells so fast that it really doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, definitely happy to pay $25 for it. Ended up being 63 in listings with 3 games. All right, we're gonna pack this Forza Motorsport setup. Just trying to figure out where I'm gonna resize it at. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking at 15 will be good. Okay. Man, this one's on here tight. Get off of there. All right. It never happens. Never happens with that tape. That's the first time I've had that happen with that tape. There's one brand of tape. You know, this one's not like that. One brand of tape I used to buy that I had to cut it. I had to cut the roll off. It was so tight every time. All right, back to what I was doing. What was I doing? Okay, doing this. Fit. Three, and then I'll do two the other way. Okay, we have a poster going out, and this is one of our poster tubes. Not poster tubes. It's one of our paper tubes. When I tried the 24-inch paper out, this is 18-inch rolls that we normally buy. I do like the 24-inch paper too, though, especially now because I'm going to use it to pack a poster, and I got to get right up to the limit. And get right up to the limit of what you can ship in one of these without having to pay the overage, because the poster itself measures just a little over 20 inches, and I can go all the way up to 22 inches. So let me see. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to back it off just a hair. Okay, yeah. So also I need to make an allowance for like the cap. Give myself a couple of marks. One more. All right, let's see. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. But don't want it to look like total junk either. Okay. This might be the time to break out some power tools on this thing. Let's see. This cardboard is super thick. Okay, I went and got something else. That okay. Now it's starting to cut. This thing is kind of dicey. Risking chopping my finger off to avoid some arbitrary 22-inch length. It's worth it. Get all the way around yet? No, not quite. Thought I did. Let's see. I think we're done. Yeah, okay. Whew. Alright, now what I don't know is with the caps, it may not be quite long enough if I use both caps. what I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we are good. Just gonna put my thank you card and sticker in there. Yep. And I did not hear crumpling paper, so it fits. I'm just gonna put some tape over these caps. And it is nice. To be able to use that packing material for quote-unquote free. All right, we have another Paca Paca lot going out. On Macari this time. It does seem like the kind of thing that would do well at Macari. That's why I see that's why I see quite often people, I ask like in the Facebook group, how are y'all's sales in Macari? And it totally depends on what kind of inventory you have, whether it's going to do good in Macari or not. Like it doesn't even mean it's good or bad inventory. It's just the kind of inventory they buy there. Like this kind of stuff, Hot Wheels have done well there. Monster High does well there, but Monster High does well everywhere. Action figures do well there. Definitely younger buyers there. This is some dog clothing that was stored in a poly mailer, and actually just going to put it in another poly mailer. Okay, that's good to go. Okay, the elusive Etsy sale right here for a cookbook. Actually, as cookbooks go, this is pretty pricey, $31.99. Especially for an inauspicious looking church cookbook. So it's definitely getting a ride in a box. I thought about doing a Gemini comic mailer on it. Then I saw the price. I was like, I'll go ahead and use a full-on box. that is it. We will see y'all again tomorrow. Okay, one more thing. This plate. It's taped. There's nothing to do with the plate really. It's good to go. And then also this SpongeBob game token. Okay, and then we're just going to use a 12-10-4. I don't need a ton of packing on that plate because it's in a styrofoam block. Alright, and that is going to be it till tomorrow. Alright, welcome back, y'all. It is the next day, and we are packing right away. Starting with this Star Wars newspaper comic pre-production art. Layout sheet or whatever you want to call it. Trying to figure out exactly where the thing is in the poly mailer, so I don't want to all the way down. There we go. Now I got it all the way in there. Okay, now I got it. You know what? I think it's too long for this. Because I'm on the last fold there. Yeah, I'm going to have to get something else. Okay, went and got something else. Vinyl mailer. You can go out a little bigger. I knew I was pretty close to the max size you want to ship in a Gemini comic mailer. Alright, that's ready to go. Okay, we're about to pack these canisters right now. And they are going. I normally don't pay attention to where stuff is going until it's going to be a little bigger. Then I'll take a peek just to see if dimensions are going to be a big deal or not. And this one's going to South Carolina, so dimensions really aren't going to matter much. Doesn't mean I'm going to try and pack it bigger than normal, but it also means that I'm not going to be trying to cut down on the size of the package anywhere. Okay. Get kind of a plan here. Now these guys fit side by side like that. And I could come in on top with this other guy. Or I can stand them all up. Bottom. Let's see. That might be a little tight. The only way I would feel comfortable doing that is if I double walled it. I'm not against doing that. I think I'm gonna plan on that because I'm kind of worried about if these with these mirrored looking finishes, they're definitely going to be at risk because any kind of damage, any kind of like strike they take, it's going to be very noticeable. And a little bit of bubble wrap. I don't know what that noise was. All right. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use 2 of these boxes. I am going to cut it down just a little bit. Let's see. Not that much there, huh? Just cutting it down enough. I don't want to be over a cubic foot. Okay. All right, let's get to it. Get my bench organized a little bit here. Gotta have everything just the right spot. Okay. No, we're not done yet with this one. I want to do double wall to make real sure. Although this box is pretty strong, I'm going to do double wall to make sure these tins don't get damaged. Okay, I never do this. This is a different pack. The reason I'm saying I never do this because I was thinking just now, I was like, is this going to fit? Is this going to be a tight squeeze? So let's see what happens. That's when I realized the answer to the question is I don't know because I've never done this. Okay. This corner is being there, got it. That one corner that was being stubborn. All right, it's done and it's nice and strong. Okay, we're packing up Diablo here. Yeah, he'll fit fine in this 12-10-4. think this is the first of our large board game lot that we bought. It is sold now. Haven't listed most of it still. Planning on fixing that today. Get at least a few more of the games up. From selling the Kickstarter games in the past, definitely found it's not, it can be very profitable, but it can also, it's not a huge audience, so it could take a little while. Alright, we've got a couple of Hot Wheels ID cars going out. Supercharged and Track Ripper. Use an 864 box. Make one little block here. Thought I got a sticker out already. I didn't. Alright, we're packing up this Batman Automobilia car. And next we're going to pack dog Scratchboard, and that is going to be a wrap with this box right here. So I don't need to keep much of this material, or I can't keep much of this material. Probably about right here is about the most I can keep. Because the box isn't very big. Should have got my cutting mat out. Almost there. All right. Put it in here. Start folding. Okay, I don't want it to go all that far. Cut it back about right here. Make sure that's in there at the end. Okay, so cut up these corners and tape up the ends. I'm actually pretty happy with how this little wrap turned out. Okay, looks good. Okay, this next order has a Star Trek card on it. And some tapes. Alright, so we're going to put this in a penny sleeve and top loader. Pretty much do all cards like that. Okay. Unless I'm selling like a stack of cards and it's clear. It's clear that they're not each in top loaders or anything. Okay. Piece of bubble wrap on this. I don't know. Would have been fine just sitting in the box. Okay, we sold this hat, and I'm using a 1086 box. Because this particular style hat has the larger flat brim that simply will not fit in a 864 box. And I did glance at the label. This is a Macari label. £1 label. So really don't even have any could have resized it right there a little bit, but don't really have a need to. Okay, that's done. Okay, last thing we have this sugar bowl. I think that's what it is, a sugar bowl. So yeah, this is an Etsy sale. And let's figure out what I'm doing here. Wrap it like this. But yeah, this is an Etsy sale, and I always leave, you know, like sometimes you'll say, I could get that under 16 ounces, or yeah, I could just use a bubble mailer on that, or, you know, like, and that's true in a lot of packages, but when it comes to stuff like this, we do not, we don't try and scrimp and save on packaging for it. Just pack it however we want to pack it. Of course, also need to put in you know, good dimensions so you're not screwing yourself on shipping. Or at least screwing yourself too bad. And I found that the 864 box and the 1086 box make really good partners. And you want to float something that's a, you know, want to double box it. But you don't want it to be too big. See, it just floats perfectly. See, isn't the 1086 and the 864 perfect little combo for a nice little box in box? That's it for this one. Thanks a bunch for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.